What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? This is your boy is Nefarious, and I am here for another edition of your favorite series, watching the Steelers lose in the Premier Madden League. Here we go. Without further ado, let's jump into it and see what we're dealing with this week when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers of the PML. All right. So here we are, and we got a lot of stuff to go through. As you can see, we got a long laundry list of things to go through. One, view playoff picture. We're not making the playoffs. That goal is out the window. We are not making the playoffs. Now we're just trying to improve for next season and find things that we can improve on for next season. Weekly rewards. We got a reward. Looks like Devin Bush, his sack and interception for a touchdown. Got him a weekly reward. Did that get him the dev game that we see down there? That's going to be interesting. We'll see. Press conference, we got a hot opponent. We had this before with the Lions. We're not going to insult. We're going to be confident. Just like last time, I think insulting, if you think you could definitely win, insulting's probably the way to go. You probably get more of a reward. But being confident is the safer way to go, I think. As you know, we get plus 10 and a bunch of other things. We gotta beat the Ravens and steal their momentum for this week. That's the game plan. Game plan elite QB. So this is gonna be about negate scrambling. So this is about Lamar. What he does best is use his legs. So we're gonna negate the scrambling. We're gonna work on making sure that we have people in the position to make sure that he's not scrambling on us as much. Probably put a faster linebacker on the other side. Just to play that other contain, something like that. Just we need to find a way to contain Lamar Jackson. Keep him under 75 yards rushing. So we have to beat the Ravens and keep him under 75 yards rushing. Your entire defense will receive plus 5 play rep this week. So a temporary boost of plus 5, and plus we got the plus 10 from the momentum stopper thing. So we got a lot of help from Madden thus far. Breakout player. Let's see who it is. Wow. Kellen Balaj is the breakout player this week. Can we get him to star? We need to get him 100 rushing yards or 2 rushing TDs. So it's rushing yards and receiving. So it's a combination of both. We could get him to star. He could be our backup at a star dev. I'm surprised. I thought it might have been Devin Bush because of the way he performed last week, so I'm surprised. But I think we could definitely do that. That seems something simple enough, especially if we run the ball and focus on the run. Players to negotiate, nobody yet. We're going to negotiate with Kellen Balaj now. Since he's going to have that dev game before he gets it, let's see if we can sign him. Give him that. He signed, so we got him locked up. He's locked up for us, so if he gets a star dev, that's even better now. Gilbert, we're not going to really worry about right now. Ray McLeod, maybe we try to re-sign him soon. Colin Johnson, not really worrying about it right now. CJ Goodwin, DeMarcus Christmas, Brett Hundley. Nobody else right now that we want to work with as far as re-signing. A lot of these guys are backups and depth pieces. So when it comes to re-signing, sometimes you can get a better offer in free agency when nobody's really going for him. But that's the risk you take. If somebody goes for him, then you're competing. But other than that, you should be able to get most of your depth pieces unless they're extremely athletic for less money. We got some upgraded players, so let's dive into that. Let's see who we're upgrading this week. David Wells, the backup tight end. We're going to get him. So he's pretty close. He's within 3. My rule of thumb, if he's within 3 of what the scheme fit is, then I'll start working on that scheme. If he's not, if he's outside like 4 or 5 plus, then we'll just go ahead and do what he's good at. So we're going to get his vertical threat up. And then we also get to think about building a blocking tight end. So Najee Harris getting some upgrades even though he's injured. He's out for 2 more weeks, so this week and next week, and then he'll be back. We're going to do the power back roll. He gets a break tackle. He gets some trucking, so that's good. We want to get him to 85, and then we want to get his downs played because we want to make sure we unlock those abilities that he has. That's going to be huge for our team. Speaking of our team, let's go over to the depth chart and see what we're dealing with the Ravens, and then we'll check on our own depth chart and see if we're making any changes. So taking a look at the Ravens, and it's what you expected here. You got Lamar Jackson, you got Rashard Bateman, he's got Marquise Brown, who's his number two wide receiver, probably lining him up on, probably setting him deep a lot of the time. I mean, he's got a lot of speed at wide receiver, a lot more speed than we do. He's got a good fullback. Mark Andrews is a really good tight end, 86 speed. And Gus Edwards is the 83, so he's solid as well. So he's got good running backs. He's got a good offense. Period. And then you take a look at the offensive line, and they are solid on the edges, I believe. Actually, not as solid as I thought. I thought they were a lot better than this, but they're still a really good offensive line compared to what we usually see. On the defensive side of the ball, he's got Justin Houston at the left end. He's got Justin Madubuki. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever his name, he's at the right end. He's got Calais Campbell and Brandon Williams. So he's running a 4-3. So based on the way he's got this set up, he's trying to run a 4-3. Even though he's a little slower, maybe we could run to the outside on his side. He does have pretty good strength. I mean, he's got slower ends, but I guess he wants to run that 4-3. On the outside, this is the guy we have to watch. Adafe Owe, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's got a dev game. 89 speed, 6'5" linebacker. I mean, he's super athletic. I don't know how he's using him though. So if he's using him 4-3 and he's gonna have him on a left outside linebacker, we definitely gotta watch him and make sure we don't throw him a pick. But he's number 99. Just we gotta keep an eye on that, see where he is at all times. The linebacking core is pretty solid, pretty fast. Then he's got Marlon Humphrey, who's a really good corner on one side, and then on the other side he's got Marcus Peters. So he's got a really good defense, and they added Richard Sherman as well, Tavon Young. I mean, they could sit in nickel and be all set in pretty solid defensive backfield. So on offense, we want to watch out for Lamar, keep him in the pocket. That's the main thing. On defense, it's going to be make sure that the dev story doesn't happen. Anything but that dev story happening. That's the one thing we don't want. We just don't want that dev story happening. So wherever we see him, we're running away from him. When we're running the ball, when we're passing the ball, we're keeping an eye on him, staying away from him. No dev story for him. That's the main thing. But we got to take a look at the Steelers roster. I forgot all about that. So let's jump into it real quick. So we got Big Ben back at the start. We got Kellen Balaj. He's going to be our number one. We're actually going to bring back Benny Snell. He's on our practice squad. We're going to bring him back, get him involved a little bit. Chase Claypool, Colin Johnson, we're going to switch that up. Deontay Johnson is going to take over the number 2. I keep flip-flopping between Colin Johnson and Deontay Johnson. But honestly, to be honest, I think we're only going to be able to build up one of these guys with the way XP is in a tribute request. I think there's only one guy we could really build up to be a star number 1, and I think that's going to be Chase Claypool. We're going to do our work with Chase Claypool. Deontay Johnson's also. We're gonna ride it out with those two as our main wide receivers. Maybe filter in a third, maybe draft a third, but those are going to be our 2 main wide receivers. Pat Fairmouth, as always, is going to be our tight end. Our offensive line is pretty much staying the same. It definitely needs a lot of revamping this offseason. Definitely a weaker spot of our offense. Our defensive line has been lights out ever since Stephen Tuitt came back from injury. Then we still have TJ Watt. We might have to put somebody else on this right outside linebacker slot just for this game, just because we want some speed. And we want to make sure, even though they have speed, they got to be able to rush the passer a little bit. I don't think we have anybody with a bunch of speed and still has the ability to rush the passer. I mean, we could put Gilbert there. He's got really good speed. You know what? This guy's usually not rushing the passer as much anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put him there. So we're going to put him there. We're going to put Buddy Johnson as that too, because we want to make sure that if he rolls out this way, so this is the right outside linebacker. This is actually on the opposite side, his weak side. So what we're going to do, actually, to game plan for this, we're going to move Alex Highsmith over there for a second, because we're going to put TJ Watt on this side. So we want him running away from TJ Watt, and we want our fast linebacker on the other side, making sure that he can't get outside. So we're going to put Gilbert on this other side. So if he's containing, he's got him. we'll put Buddy Johnson on that too. So that's how we're going to game plan for Lamar Jackson, is just have two outside linebackers. We got TJ Watt on one side, so we're not worried there. But we're going to have our faster linebacker on the left outside linebacker slot, which will be on the right side of the line. So on his rolling outside, that's where we'll have that guy. Cornerback, same thing. The 3 and 4 are pretty much gunners on the return teams and stuff like that. So we're just gonna leave those guys there. But we got Bradley Roby, Damon Arnett. When it comes to the defensive side of the ball, we're also going to we're going to keep Mika as the free safety, but we're going to move him to slot corner. See if he can get more involved in the passing game, move him to that slot corner. He does do a job deep for us, but we're going to go ahead and add somebody else in there. We're going to put CJ. We're going to make sure they have decent zone coverage. So he has 65, he has 71, 79 there, 76, 76, 77, 79, 85. Honestly, we could put Joe Hayden as that number 2. I think him at free safety will be okay. I say that, but a little grimace there because he's slow. He's slow. I mean, we could put Witherspoon. You know what? We'll put Witherspoon at that free safety because we have him as the number 2 on the strong safety, but we're going to actually move that. We'll put somebody that could hit, but pursuit, block, shed. We want to make sure they could hit a little bit. Miles Kilbrew's got 89 hit power. He might be the guy. Carl Joseph's got 92 though. We gotta put Carl Joseph in there. He's got 92 hit power. Get him in there. All right. So Carl Joseph will be that number 2 strong safety. So when we move Terrell Edmonds in that sub linebacker spot, we'll have Carl Joseph to be in there as well for that strong safety. So Kellen Balazs is going to get every aspect. We're going to try to get him his dev the best we can. We're going to change this because we want more speed if we're running a 4-3. We're going to put Gilbert on this end. So this is the Russian right end. So this is going to be on the left-hand side. So we're going to keep him there. Put Alex Highsmith as that number 2. And TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith right there. So that's good. Cameron Hayward, this is going to stay the same. Sub linebacker. Terrell Edmonds, Devin Bush, that's pretty much going to stay the same. Carl Joseph, we have there. We're probably going to put Gilbert. Slot corner, we are going to move Mika into that slot corner spot. See if he can get a little more action. Just playing closer to the ball, closer to the line of scrimmage. Then we're going to put Cameron Sutton in that subline, that slot corner. But yeah, that's going to do it for our changes on offense and defense when it comes to the depth chart. Now we're just going to re-sign Benny Snell real quick just to have that extra back, and we're going to send somebody off. I'll do that real quick and then I'll pick it back up. Alright, so we made a couple moves here. Actually, we moved, so we swapped Benny Snell with Anthony McFarland. He's going to end up as our practice squad back. We also picked up Trenton Cannon, who's a little faster than some of the other backs out there. So we picked him up just to add a little more speed. I know it's only 90, it goes from 91 to 92, but one speed does make a difference in my opinion. So we did that. We're gonna keep Kellen Balazs there. We're gonna move Benny Snell to the second spot when it comes to the power back. We're pretty much gonna leave this the same. Move up Trenton Cannon, and then Jalen Samuels is gonna play. We're gonna move Trenton Cannon to that third down back. But that's pretty much gonna do it. Now we're gonna jump into the game where we take on the Baltimore Ravens. All right, what is up, everybody? I forgot to record it on my game capture, so the highlights might be, from Twitch and stuff like that. But yeah. Tough game. We lost this one. Right now, we're not even playing it for anything. Actually, we just played for a dev in this game. Kellen Balazs had a dev game for us. Even though he's not going to be our back, we got him his dev game. 132 yards on 24 touches, 1 touchdown. Receiving 8 for 55, 6.8 per average. Claypool had 77 and a touchdown. We should have got him more involved as well towards the end. Defensively, I think we got one sack from Terrell Edmonds. We got no picks. All the picks came from our side. Big Ben completely sold me out like immediately. We gave away the dev game. Oh well. All right, he's gonna be a star. He goes from normal to star, I think. I think. I hope it's a normal to star. Because if we gave him more than that, then that's tough. Um, but yeah, that's a 38-14 final. Let's take a look and let's see what the Command F play of the game is. It could have been anything on this. It honestly could have been absolutely anything. I got sold. I want to show the play where I got sold. We'll do that as the Command F play of the game. But I completely got sold, and I'll explain what happened here. So this right here. So the pick six that they got. So we're driving the ball. We're actually moving it pretty well on the ground. We're able to run the ball. As you can see, he's running two high safeties. So it's a lot of cover four, cover two, shell coverage. So we were running the ball well. We were like, all right, we're gonna throw a little play action in here. We dragged the tight end and we motioned him over because it's like a PA crosser with a post shot over the top. It's like PA post. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna run this and take what's open. So we run it. A little play action. As you could see, we got a guy wide open. And we try to bullet pass this. And Big Ben says, oh, you meant touch pass? Did you mean touch pass? Oh, I get it. You want a touch pass. Touch pass over the tight end's head, straight to the corner, into the end zone for a pick six. That was absolutely ridiculous. The fact, so we came across, I think we had the running back wide open on the other side, but we weren't looking there. It's kind of sad that you can't even make that throw. I don't know if it's my remote on that. I guess he had to spin around. And look how long it takes him to spin around and get in position. Look at him. What are you doing right now? You're not even looking at the play, bro. What are you doing? What's going on right now? Not even looking at the play. Then he turns instead of turning towards his left shoulder like a normal person, he whips around the other way and he's fucking throwing a lob pass on a flat. A fucking lob pass on a flat. Yeah, no shit that's gonna get picked off. And then, boom, picked off into the end zone. So that'll be the Command F play of the game. Or the Command Ben, you bum, you play, you stupid fuck. That's the Command, you stupid fuck play of the game. Big Ben completely sold immediately. I guess he's a little upset that we sat him last week. He might be sad again because that was fucking terrible. I don't know what he's doing. But we should at least have the dev, so we're gonna go in there, go into the menu and see if we get that. We should have that. We got one staff point. Great, that's awesome. One staff point. We didn't even do the staff stuff because we actually skipped training accidentally. So, oh well. So we're going to skip to the end. We don't care. There we go. Bang. Kendrick Green gets a roll. He's a 66. He's close enough, so we're going to upgrade his power line upgrade. Does he get run block? He got run block power, strength, pass block power. So we got a few upgrades there. But the thing is, we want to make sure we get that dev. The dev is the big story. So the hot opponent, we got nothing. Wasn't able to win the game. Guys were pumped to deliver, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we were pumped. I don't know why that's Big Ben. The morale remains stable, so that's solid. I don't know why that's Big Ben, that fucking bum. Should even be should even be involved. We did get the game plan. Lamar Jackson, by Lamar Jackson. So I think we did it. I think it was hold Lamar Jackson to, no, we didn't. We didn't do it. I thought it was hold Lamar Jackson to under 75 yards in the game, carrying wise. Maybe it was complete offense. Who knows? But breakout player. Let's see if we got it. That was the main thing about this. How about that game? All right, perfect. So we did get it. He's gonna be a star dev now. Maybe we'll even get another upgrade, and he'll be a superstar. Then we'll have 2 superstar backs, and we can at least move one. So star dev for Kellen Balaj is nice. Hopefully we get another one. And we also going to try to build Chase Claypool a little bit. What did I want to see? So We got XP for all the running backs, and it won't ever show immediately. So we got 3 for Kellen Balaj. So he's elusive. His power back's close enough where we're gonna dump it all onto power back. He's gonna be a power back for us. Carrying strength and trucking. I'm gonna do it again. Carrying strength and trucking. Hopefully something good. Maybe even speed. Who knows? Ball carrier vision. And then we're gonna go power back again. So all 3 into power back. It fits our scheme. Break tackle, stiff arm trucking. So he's up to a 75 now. Hell of a game. I wanted to see his ratings. So he gets some trucking there. His trucking's up to 85. What's his break tackle? His break tackle's only 80. We'd like to get that up too. His carrying's a 90. So he's solid with the ball in his hands. You know he's not gonna have too many fumbles. Just taking a look at his traits. He's a team player, fights for all yards, covers ball for all hits, high motor, and balanced penalty tendency. So solid. Great to get 3 rolls just on him. Did anybody else get any rolls? Nope. Everybody else didn't get any rolls but Kellen Balaj. So solid game from him, and at least he got that. And we move on to next week. Next week we got the Minnesota Vikings. 8:20 primetime game. I mean, we're not really in a position to be a winning team, but if we do beat them, I think they're 6-6, so they're 500. So if we do beat them, we do get 10 content points. So that's always a plus. But losing this game, we move on to next week, and hopefully it turns out a little better. Maybe we get another dev story. But that's going to do it for us today. We will see you next time when we take on the Minnesota Vikings.